Hi, I'm ConikiTV. Today I'd like to read another article which I've written. It's on motivation, and it's titled Motivation, How to Get It, How to Keep It, and Why It Will Never Leave You. Sounds great, huh? Okay, this is something that comes from my heart, something that I've put together through my life experiences, and I've seen it work time and time again, and I hope it works for you. If you haven't seen my talk on inspiration, probably a good idea to have a look at that one as well, preferably before this. Okay, here goes. Time is constantly moving, and so is everything else in the universe. Therefore, one must accept that to stay still is impossible. Ponder on that one for a while, eh? Motivation, as I define it, is action with a reason. A reason is what you believe to be true, the excuse you tell yourself when you feel yourself falling behind. When you run out of reasons, you begin to die. And it is at this precise point you lack motivation and your life goes nowhere as it just stands perfectly still. A person who lacks motivation is a person who is dying and usually does not know it, refuses to accept it, and has many excuses that he or she believes is the answer as to why their life is the way it is. This person usually finds false comfort in things that are usually harmful in one way or another to their health, their self-esteem, their personal development, their vocation, their relationships, their family and friends. They do more than one thing at a time, never finish what they start, and falsely believe that this time they will finish whatever it is that they started. The consequences of the choices they make at the end of the day usually hurt other people and things involved, including themselves. Although this might sound harsh, the reality for all of us is that we have been there and done that at some time or other in our lives. We've all done it. Some of us are still there, unfortunately, hoping that things will miraculously change for the better. And all by themselves. And until that happens, we choose to just wait and see. My friends, this is precisely the mistake that is being made by millions of people each day. People hate being in this state, although they disguise it in many, many ways, including adopting socially modified behaviour and accumulation of material wealth. These two actions speak for themselves, and is usually worn as a trophy of some type, so people can be distinguishable from others that are exactly the same as them. They basically put on a false face. They dress a certain way, act a certain way, just to fit in, but deep down inside, these are broken people. They drive behind this symbol, pretending they're something that they're not. But deep down inside, they're broken people. Listen carefully and find your way out. Here we go. They are a big fish in a little pond. This behaviour or method of false motivation cannot be sustained. You just can't keep it up, guys. You cannot keep it up. History has proven this time and time again, as we are never truly satisfied and are always wanting more. We're never satisfied with what we have. We want something bigger and better and newer. It's life. When you are brutally honest with yourself and ask, when I look at the mirror and I look at myself, what do I honestly see? What is it that I absolutely love about myself, and what do I hate about myself? Once you answer this, only then can you accept the answer to these questions as your reasons. But once you've got the reasons, you must entirely believe in these reasons, without reservation and with all your heart. So you can stop dying and start living by taking the first step towards lifelong, self-fulfilling motivation, which you so sincerely desire. Because once you find it, guys, it just doesn't stop. It just keeps coming. And everyone loves that feeling. Once this has been done, we can move on. However, if we cannot do this, then you will never change. If you can't answer those questions honestly, you're going to be the way you are. And I can't help you with that. You need to help you. Unfortunately, you fall into nature's way of dealing with issues such as this, commonly referred to as survival of the fittest, where some will have to perish for others to survive. Some will make that choice for themselves, while some will have that choice made for them. The question here is, are you going to lay down and accept your fate? Or are you going to fight till your last breath and write the script to your own life. This is all that separates us at the end of the day. A simple decision. And this can be applied here in this particular example of life. The strong will always survive in the end, and this natural selection is what allows evolution to advance the species, our species. If on the other hand you are still here and still standing, have been honest with yourself about what you love and hate about yourself, then you have made it to the starting line. You're at the beginning now, ready to go. The fact you are still here is a testament to another fact, that you are a survivor. And this means that you have the ability to notice your opportunities in life as a reason to act. These opportunities will simply continue to present themselves one after the other. This process just goes on and on, becoming more frequent as each day passes. Your attitude, which has evolved now from a surviving attitude to a thriving attitude, now means that the weak will always perish as they have chosen this themselves, while opening the path for you that leads to where you are heading, consequently making your dreams a reality one step at a time. Before you know it, things will just begin to happen, which you will find difficult to not notice anymore. You eventually realize that these opportunities were always there, but you had previously chosen to avoid them, and instead stood still, living in the present, whilst life just passed you by. Now you are really living, and life is now in your own hands to live. So, look at yourself honestly, and ask the big questions. Answer with your heart, and live your life like only you were meant to live it. Your salvation then is to find your reason, as I have suggested. Believe it with all your heart and then act. Look, as hard as it is to accept this simple fact, the reality is that these actions, your actions, will start something that is unstoppable. It is now what I refer to as self-fulfilling motivation. And it is contagious, because now that you've got it, it will never leave you. I'm ConikiTV, and I hope I've inspired you just a little bit and motivated you. Now, I know I've presented this verbally. Go to my website, read the blog, all the details on the bottom of your screen now. Read the words, one sentence at a time, and don't go to the next sentence until you understood the first one. I hope I've changed your life just a little bit. Thanks for sharing this with me and allowing me to share it with you. All the best. Bye-bye.